Every once. Y'all. Whew. The inevitable is about to occur. So I had been super lucky that I hadn't had any major frost, but baby, that's coming to an end. We're about to get 12 degrees, which, like I've told y'all before, it's not the 12 degrees that worries me. We're gonna have a day where the high is like 30. So we're gonna have a day where the high is below freezing. And that's where you have issues, because it's one thing when it's a few degrees outside, you know, well, a few hours below freezing outside. That's one thing, because the ground here never freezes. Hey, Chris. The ground here never freezes. So the ground is always an insulator, as well as anything else you may have, like these tires, etc., etc. But when you have a day where the high is going to be 30, that means you're going to go 24 hours below freezing. It's hard not to get enough cold to set into your plants. And then the things that you have insulating, such as your tires and whatnot, they're not going to warm up.
Hey, Chrissy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
So those are the things that really will kind of do you in as far as some of your plants. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. I'm over here seeing some things. It's still hard. So is that one. So is that one. So I'm starting my process today. It's not going to be freezing tonight. It's going to be 40 something tonight. But the freezing starts tomorrow night. It's going to be 28. So, and it's going to, every night is going to be below freezing. I think it's going to go something like this: 28, 26, 12, 12. Those 2 nights, and we have 12. So we're going to have 12. The high for the next day is 30. 12 again that night. And then the high the next day is like 40. But you're still going to get below freezing nights. So then it's going to go back to like 28, 29, 30, all those kind of nights like that. So it's going to be like a week of below freezing nights. So here's the thing. I don't have over there where my guava cheese are. I just thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, I could cover that, whatever. I'm not gonna risk that. My guava cheese did come back last year from the roots, but it killed all of the top. They're bigger this year, but I don't know if it's gonna kill all the top. I don't want it to. My guava came back from the roots. I don't want it to kill that stuff, so guess what? We're digging it up. We're gonna pot it up in a pot, and we're gonna put it in a greenhouse, because my greenhouse will be heated. So I believe that they'll be okay in the greenhouse. The night when it's 12 degrees, I think I'm gonna burn my burn pile, because it will have just rained, and I just think that's a good time to burn the burn pile. So we're supposed to get rain later on this evening. Is it soil in this? So yeah, I'm gonna dig up several. No, that's not soil. I think that's like all leaves. Probably on the way to being soil, but it's not soil. But anyway, so yeah, I'm out here sourcing pots and different stuff to put stuff in. And then I'm gonna take y'all along with me. Y'all bear with me. I got to get in this greenhouse. But yeah, not worried about the greenhouse. I'm pretty sure everything in here will be okay. Not worried about the greenhouse at all. So I have 3 big pots. Is this 4? This one got soil too. A little bit of soil, a little bit. So I'm going to I got 4 pots here with soil in them, which is good. 4 good sized pots. And then I have some other pots, but I have some different options I could run with. But I have pots and soil. But what I could do is put some of them in, I could put some of them, the spider webs. Anyway, in those tires over there. I don't think I am though. I'm just doing a great disservice to my greenhouse right now, tearing it up. All right, so let me get what I need, and I'll show y'all me digging up my stuff and potting it up and putting it in the. Actually, I'm gonna set it out here for a little while. It's 60 degrees today, and it's supposed to rain. So I can let the rain it in really well. But I will show y'all me getting together. So y'all stay put. Alright people. Let's start digging these woman cheese up. Well, shit. Apparently these make a taproot. Good enough. Good enough. Because I didn't know that, honestly. Let me lay this down. Yeah, I see. Y'all can kind of see, can't you? Kind of getting towed up a little bit. These they kind of have thorns on them. Not big ones, but kind of small ones. Look how pretty this is. That all used to be wood chips, basically. So yeah, these have tiny little thorns around the stems. Here come Chrissy. There's an organza bag. So yeah, y'all, I actually was pretty dismayed about this weather. But I almost need a shovel to get this. I see why these suckers are so resilient. The roots went down so far. Ah, man. So these guava cheese, here and ow, make a taproot. And don't worry, if you break that taproot off, you'll be all right. Yeah, these was just some old pots I had. That I said, well, they're not being used for anything. Why not use them for this? I'm gonna have to put some more soil in that. That ain't quite buried all the way down where it was. This canner, I'm going to leave. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna end up filling this all the way to the top with leaves as insulation, and those canners will be fine. I got 6 guava cheese out here, y'all. So I'm gonna have to I hate potting soil. It's the most, when potting soil dries out, ooh, I hate potting soil. If you can keep it moist, more power to you. Wood chips stay way moister for me. I live in too dry of a climate. A lot of people that usually like potting soil live in a climate that's conducive to a lot of rain and stuff, because you want the rain to run through. But if you're in the South and you go to the big box store and you see how them plants look, and they in that potting soil and they ain't been watered in 2 days and they look real crazy, that's why. That potting soil is meant to really just kind of for the water to run through it. Because if you get a lot of rain, you don't want a soil medium that's going to stay too wet, because your roots will rot. And I don't know if in these nurseries, I don't know if they set this stuff down in water or what. I don't know what they do to it. But most of that's potting soil, because most of that came from a plant that was at Walmart. So, but you do what you got to do. Now maybe I can see a little better. So yeah, got to be careful with these little thorns on the stem. They're little bitty thorns. It's like getting bit by a rabbit. That's what it reminds me of, honestly. What is this? That's a little, okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of grab these and lift these out. I'm gonna put 2 in this big pot here. I've got enough soil in the greenhouse where I can pot up okay. Got you in. Now I'm gonna have to get your brother in. I got another guamachi in the same pot. Or do I have 3? I actually have 3. Huh? That's crazy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try an experiment with that little bitty one. I'm gonna fill this all the way to the top with leaves as well, and we'll see if that one comes back in the spring. We'll see what it does. And if it comes back, then we cooking with fish grease. Okay. And y'all, don't worry if you lose some roots on your stuff. I've been going back and doing a lot of studying on trees again. I'm kind of wanting to get back into bonsai. You know what? While I'm here, let's get this turmeric. Cause ain't no need. It's gonna die anyhow. So let's just get it. Aiken. I don't know if this turmeric really did much over here. I'm gonna get up these peanuts too. These are those Carolina black peanuts. It looked like it was just starting to get a little something on it, but not really much of nothing. Let me pull up. Don't pull that up. That's the guamachi. Leave the guamachi. Leave that. Like I said, there's some peanuts in there, but I don't know if I'm gonna take the time to do all that digging. There's a little piece of turmeric. I'm just gonna put that back. Coil the tops of that. I usually would cut that, but I don't feel like going over there getting my pruner. Yeah, it ain't really nothing on this either. I may not grow turmeric over here anymore. I'm putting that back, but maybe I'll come back. That may be what I do, come back and dig it up later. The rest of this turmeric I ain't gonna even fool with. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Those two, I got that. I got that over there. I'm eyeing my pot inventory. I'm going there. Y'all bear with me while I get this pot together. It's a lot of, I had something that died. I can't even remember what it was. It died so long ago. That pitiful. Just pitiful. Just pitiful. Okay, so how many guava cheese I got? The one guava cheese and then a guava. Cause this guava cheese, I'm gonna leave and pile up with leaves in here and see what happens. I think if I get these guava cheese to a big enough size, I won't ever have to worry about them again. But right now, that ain't the case. Okay, so I'm gonna curl all this little stuff down, and the only thing gonna be sticking up out of here is this. I'm sure it's gonna kill the top of that. I may cover the whole thing, I don't know. But let me turn y'all where y'all can see me. Really, camera. The camera trying to play with my emotion, and I'm not gonna have it. Like I said, any peanuts, I'm just gonna pull the tops of the plants up, and the turmeric, I'm gonna bend the tops down. That's the way I'm gonna do that. Because I know this weather's gonna kill them. There's no need of me even trying to savage no turmeric tops. Y'all ought to see Chris over here just bathing. He's just bathing away. Y'all, we'll be eating guava. Cause my little guava just be getting ate up. So this is the only guava that I had come back from seeds that I started years and years ago. Well, about 2 years ago. This is the only one that I had come back from seed. And so I kind of cherish this little guava here, because I had a bunch of guavas that looked so nice. And you know, people say, oh, the guavas are cold hardy, and I'm not saying that they are, but when they're young, they're not. When they're young and kind of tender like, they're not. So I wouldn't suggest that you I'm gonna run that experiment twice. Look like I got kind of a small guamachi over here. I'm gonna run that experiment twice. How many I got in the pot already? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna put them 4 in the greenhouse, and I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3 out here. And like I said, I'm gonna put leaves on top of these. So all of these are gonna get a bunch of leaves all the way to the top. And we're gonna let them weather the storm. I'm not worried about the pleurisy root. That will come back. So yeah, y'all, let me show y'all what I did. So there's the guava. And then I got 2 guamachis in there, 1 in there, and 1 in there. And I got 3 out here to run my experiment with. Now I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do. A lot of these pots that I have these in, like I said, we're gonna get some rain today. A lot of these pots that I had these in have been sitting in the greenhouse with nothing in them for a long time. So the soil was pretty dry. Y'all know my little things over here that I have. My little contraptions with the water. So I'm gonna take that and set that in there. See that? Now I am gonna water that from the top a little bit. But I'm actually gonna move this around. There we go. Move that around to the center. And I am gonna water that from the top. But I'm gonna set all of these in their own little tray. Cause I got 4 trays out here. All right, there's 2 more. I got 1 left. And if you look, you'll probably say, ooh, that's lean. And it is. It don't matter. This is just a temporary home. Okay, people, you're gonna see me water a little bit. I'm not gonna water too much because the little containers at the bottom have quite a bit of water themselves, and I don't want the water to just run out. I want the stuff to soak up the water. So, but if you put a little water at the top, you do get the process kind of started. It's kind of like priming a pump. All right. So guamachi, guava, guamachi, and then I'm gonna fill all those over there with leaves, and that's 1 task down for the day. That's gonna keep me from having to cover that stuff at all. So yeah, next video I think I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all about heat sinks and how they work.